Today I'm going to look at the Astro Cycle tool in Gann Grids Ultra, and I'm using the geocentric. I'm plotting 3 cycles that appear to have a good influence on the Nvidia stock price. So what I've got here, when I click on the Astro tool setup here, I'm using number 11, the Astro Cycle tool, and that's this box. So you set your dates, you set your amplitude for the cycle, and your price offset. That's just going to dictate where it's going to lay on the chart. So what I've done, I've chosen 3 cycles after a little experimentation. I'm taking the second harmonic of Mercury, which is the light blue line. For Venus, I'm taking the 4th harmonic, which is the larger brown cycle. And then I'm using the 72nd harmonic of Jupiter, which is the dark brown cycle here. And the 3 of these seem to give a good indication on this chart of the trend and certain pivot points. You can see that the biggest trend influence is the Mercury and Venus. So when Mercury and Venus have bottomed out, the price is up. Here we get this very important confluence of all 3 cycles peaking, and that was the exact top at the middle of June there, where my cursor's at. And then we've got the Venus and Mercury trending down. They both are bottoming in this area here, and then Jupiter also bottoms near this low. If you look at this, you can see Jupiter, the Jupiter peaks and valleys. This is the Jupiter cycle. It gives you a lot of pivot points. A lot of times they can be inverted though. Like right here, we've got a high at the Jupiter low. We've got a high in the price action. And here at this Jupiter pivot low, we've got a high in the price action. At this low in price, we've got this high there on the Jupiter cycle. So this is a pretty good indication. It gives you trend and pivot points. You can see the important areas and how the cycles work. Like here where we have the Venus and Jupiter bottoming, right in the middle of those 2 lows is where the actual low comes in. And Mercury's just finishing and bottoming just behind those a couple of weeks later. And when you can see after these 2 bottom, we start to trek up a little bit, but then we run into this consolidation period here, and that's because we've got that little bit of downside pressure from Mercury finishing out. And then when Mercury bottoms, the exact bottom of Mercury comes at this little high here, but then all 3 cycles, the influence to the upside pulls everything back up, and the uptrend continues. So this is pretty useful. This gives you good indication. With a little bit of experimentation, you can find, a few cycles that are going to give you a good indication on this like intermediate trend and potential pivot point areas. And then when you get these points where the cycles all align, you're going to get important tops and bottoms.